Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Like, would you be equipped, do you think?
Like, take my dick out?
What? Why is that the default?
Oh yeah.
What's this for?
Apparently that's paper that doesn't burn, and it helps just keep the grill from getting rusty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Watch this. Watch this.
Nice.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Okay, cool. This is so exciting.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another mukbang at my crib. The homegirl, dancer, creator, DIY expert, Netflix traveler, host extraordinaire, Megan motherfucking Batoon here.
My legal middle name.
What's good?
What a like open-ended question.
That's one.
I love my my intro.
You know what? I feel like people need to know if they don't know. I mean, but how do they not know? Whenever I ask people like what kind of shit or who should I have when I do this type of shit, they're always like, Batoon!
Hell yeah!
Because they love you. I love you.
I love you, man. You were the first person I met out here, basically.
For real?
I met Dietrich, and then I met you.
Really?
Well, Dietrich's Reinhiga, and then you. I keep on adding more people.
Damn. Oh yeah, because you're from Orlando.
Yeah.
Orlando. That time when I had a bunch of people at my condo, that was like you had just moved here or what?
Totally.
Word?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like new.
So I didn't know that.
No?
So a long time ago when I had my condo in Paramount, Andrew was over and we were chilling.
Oh, and then Andrew, and then you.
Yes, because Andrew's the one that invited you.
Yeah.
So Andrew was like, man, so we were like, let's have some people over, and he texted you and some other people, and we're just chilling and drinking and having a good old time in my condo.
Was he like, I'm gonna come, can I bring this cool girl, Megan?
He was like, yo, I got some bitches on deck. He's like, I got some dancer bitches on deck. If you want some and I was like, sir,
oh my God.
I'm in a relationship, but if they're cool, then they can come hang out.
Hell yeah. I made the cool list. Damn.
I mean, when did you first move to LA?
2012.
So like damn near 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, so that adds up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, how do you feel like you've changed since then?
Since when you came and kicked it at the condo?
Yeah, since 10 years ago. Like, how have you changed in 10 years?
You know, actually this year will be me and Chia's 10-year anniversary as a couple.
Whoa!
September 2nd is the
Mark
day.
it on your cows.
Yes, that I officially made her like my girlfriend.
Damn!
Like we were kind of, just peeping the scene, figuring each other out for like a year before that, flying back and forth, getting it in.
You know what I mean?
But after like a year of that, I was like, all right, this chick's cool, let me lock it down. So that was 10 years ago. That's probably the biggest change. I went from like host stage for like a year, and then being like, or a year into change to being like, okay, let's commit to a lady. And then getting married.
That's so nice.
Making a baby.
You
got to meet the baby.
I think I'm gonna be a great mom whenever it happens.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I hold somebody else's baby and they just start crying,
right.
I think it's gonna do a lot to my confidence. And then I'm like, oh, I can never do this.
Yo, I used to never hold babies ever.
Really?
Like,
just in case?
I would not. Whenever I had I was one of these. You know what I'm saying? Where other people just, oh, cute. But now, and I never changed a diaper up until Veda.
Yeah.
Or really comfortably held a baby.
Right.
Now I feel like it's second nature, of course.
Yeah.
But up until that point, I was everything was brand new.
Totally.
Yeah.
Were you afraid that Veda would die in the middle of the night if you weren't watching her?
I mean, yeah, the first month especially was popping. The first month was scary, right? Because they tell you all this shit about you ever heard of SIDS?
No.
SIDS is sudden infant death syndrome. And there's like all these things that can cause it. Like if there's too many blankets in their shit, they can suffocate, or they could roll over into a crack of something once they start rolling.
Yeah.
And they say you're not supposed to really sleep with the baby if there's not like a other parent supervising, because you could like suffocate the baby and accidentally roll over, shit like that.
Oh my god.
SIDS.
There's so many like traps.
So many ways for babies to die. You know what I'm saying? So we were definitely in bed the first month, I say, and when Veda would, and they don't tell you this, but babies are fucking noisy ass sleepers.
I think they do tell you that.
I don't.
No, do they?
I don't know.
Maybe they tell you that they sleep a lot. They don't tell you about the noise.
They don't tell you about the noise. Because,
okay.
Because she was snorting and
snorting.
Yeah, like you know, you just hear. I'm like, is she okay?
She's beatboxing.
Yeah, beatboxing in her sleep, doing fucking tribal calls and shit. And I'm like, is my baby suffocating? Is she about to die? So we were like popping up every hour or so.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was already like crying and shitting and stuff. So it's like, it's scary, man. You know, like.
I don't think I ever went through a hoe phase.
You never had a hoe phase?
What do you consider a hoe phase? Like, what is the threshold of hoeing?
For me, the hoe phase doesn't necessarily mean
quantity.
It means fuck whoever you want, regardless of relationships. Have some like casual encounters.
Okay.
Live like just kind of like free exploring, having fun. Like all the sex isn't I care about this person. It's just like I just want to like have sex.
I don't think I've had like a one night stand once.
Okay.
Well, a few times.
Yeah. Oh.
But the thing is, like, the other people, like, I liked them. It just didn't go anywhere. Oh, is that embarrassing?
So, it's just funny because that's not a one night stand. It's more of like a. It's like a.
Didn't work
it's
out.
like a. Oh damn! That didn't. I thought this was, but it didn't.
Yeah. There was like there was a one night stand I had one time years ago.
Okay. That was a one night stand on purpose. One night stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they lived in Australia.
Ah.
And so I was like, oh, this would never work out. But other than that, yeah, things just.
Dude.
I had hopes and then it never happened.
Australian one night stands are the best.
Yeah?
They're so fun because like I feel like when you're in a whole other continent like that. Like,
they were here, so it wasn't like an Australian one night stand for me. It was probably American one night stand for him. He was traveling.
The Australian person was here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it's fun when you know that there's no commitment to this person. Like they're going back to their continent.
Yeah.
And then it's like, cause then mentally, right? You know what this person wants. There's no questions. There's no confusion. It's like we're here in this situation for this reason.
Right.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's like freedom in that. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. Yeah. It feels like a playground almost.
You want to try some meat?
Yes, please.
Shout out to Trader Joe's because they got the bulgogi on deck.
Hell yeah.
The people that sent me the meat for my last Korean barbecue mukbang were supposed to send me more meat, but we had a miscommunication, alright? So
it happens.
It happens. I had to hurry up and find some Korean barbecue options, and for some reason I just knew that Trader Joe's would have.
Trader Joe's be having it. They also have this pork belly that's amazing.
I was looking for pork belly.
They have it. It's like a big chunk of pork belly. I make it for every Thanksgiving.
Damn, son.
Hell yeah.
So you're such a you're just like a little housewife. I feel. You know.
Yeah, I feel like that's my calling in life.
Like at what point did everything that you were doing online and your content switch from I'm dancer, funny girl Megan Batoon, quirky, funny Megan Batoon.
Okay, we'll call it that.
So now you're DIY, travel hostess.
Yeah.
Even do you dance anymore?
No.
No.
I don't know, man. I think the evolution has just been like so based off of feeling. I mean, everything I do is like feeling first.
Okay.
And so with dance, it was like that was the only way that I was feeling like I could be creative. Not the only way, but like the best way. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So dance, like for me, was fun at the time, and then when it started to become like way too intense, like moving out here and then being at auditions, and this is before like fit girls were in. Like when I first moved here, it was like slender the better, and then even like I would only work for like people that were down with the thighs, like J-Lo and Black Eyed Peas and Gloria Estefan, like people that cared about thighs. Like I would get hired for those jobs, but then never Justin Bieber.
Is that like on the open call, like thighs? Gotta have thighs on deck.
They don't tell you, but they'll cut you so easily before you can even dance. And so I was like, damn man, I can do so much other shit than just like dance behind an artist. But even at the time, that was like the biggest thing that you could do was like go on tour. And I remember being at a Justin Bieber audition outside, and everybody was freaking out, and I watched a Wong Fu video on my phone, and it was like I was so engulfed in it, and I ended up just like crying, and then looking up and being like, oh my god, I forgot that I was at this dance audition.
Oh shit.
And so I went home that day. Did I ever tell you the story?
No.
I went home that day. That minute, actually, I didn't even finish the audition.
Okay.
And I was like, peace out, you guys like have a good time. I'm gonna go home and, I don't know, make a video or something. I was like, if they can do this to me and take me out of all this stressful arena, like I wanna do that for other people. So I went to Ralph's and got like discount salmon and made like some stupid Shark Week video. And I sat on it for like 3 weeks, like re-editing it, because I was like, this is not funny. But I just wanted to like, I don't know, try something else because I knew I had something, but I didn't know what it was. And so like with the dance thing, having so much success in that space, but like being so confused because I was popular in the dance area, but I wasn't like top dog. So I was like, okay, I can do this forever, but also like there's an expiration date on my body, and I'm like so prone to clumsiness. If you've seen any video with me in it, you've seen I like hit my head, or I fall, or I trip, or whatever. And so I kept on getting hurt, and then I was like, what else can I do instead of this? And it was, I keep on like refinding what I want to do. And still now, like still with like the DIY.
I mean, you've always been into that type of stuff. Though, you know, like even like every time I would go over to your place to kick it, or you know, we'd have a little game night or whatever. It was like, oh, I'm making this door into a wall. Something, you know what I'm saying? Or like you always had some shit you were working on where I'm like, you know, me as a man, when I moved into my condo, I was like, this is what it is. And
you're like, and I put a Christmas tree, and we're done.
And it's there forever, and that's it. You like to just make something a whole different vibe, you know?
But I think it's because I changed so much. Like, I don't know if it's my personality or something, but like when I like something, I like it. Like I find one shirt that I love, I buy 6 of them shits. And then I'm like, I get so sick of that shirt, and now I gotta throw away or like donate or upcycle or thrift all of those 6 shirts because they're all the same. And at the time I was obsessed with it, and I'm just like, damn, I need to stop doing that because I do that with my whole house. I'm like, oh, I'm so into this, and then I get sick of it, and now I gotta redo my entire house.
That's why I don't do shit.
But it feels so good because like the house feels like a representation of how you feel on the inside.
I feel you. Oh, okay.
So it's like style. Like you have a specific style. Now if you take your clothing style and then put it on the walls, you feel like your house is dressed.
All right.
That's the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's too much work for me. Bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
But you love it.
I do.
And that's why, let me turn this heat down a little bit.
Let her not heat down. I like how you put the knob away from us. Like, it's like being actually at the Korean barbecue spot where, like...
Where you actually have to reach under the table.
Yeah, because they're like... And then every time they see you reaching, they're like, what are you doing? Like, we know better than you. Like, I want my brisket, like, crispy as fuck. And then I'll, like, turn on super high and they're like, eat it now. And I'm like, no, bitch.
Oh, really?
I know how I want this.
I kind of started liking going to the spots that cook it for you. And, you know, I'm like, all right, man, this is... Dude, thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm getting too old to, like... That's why I haven't done one thing.
No, you're a guest in my house.
Thank you.
We're here. I was gonna say, isn't it dope to not have the pressure of feeling like you gotta be funny anymore?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I just don't care anymore.
Right, because you said like when you were editing that first like salmon video, you're like, oh, this isn't funny, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I forgot who I was talking to the other day, but I was just talking about like, yo, you still doing YouTube videos? I was like, I mean, kind of, sort of. Like, the podcast is really the only thing that goes up consistently. Mm-hmm. And I do the occasional mukbang because like people like it and it gives me a chance to catch up.
Yeah.
But
and free food for me.
Free food for you.
Thank you.
I told him, I was like, bro, I haven't really been funny in a couple years in terms of my YouTube channel. Like, I'm funny, I'm funny just because I'm funny.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like writing a sketch and the pressure of like putting one of those out and like motherfuckers being like, this is corny,
Totally.
this is funny, because comedy like that is so subjective, right? They love it or they hate it. So it's like, I would always, it was more fulfilling for me as someone who likes to write and likes being funny.
Yeah.
But I'm chilling right now. I'm good.
That's a good. I mean, like, when did you realize that like you didn't have to try to be funny and you just were?
I was born.
When you were born, you knew that? Damn. I just figured that out.
Growing up, people just kind of found me funny, just my energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah?
Or like I would make a face, well, you funny, man. Like,
So you were always the funny guy.
yeah, I was always like class clown, all that.
Oh
Just
damn.
funny dude in class, But I hate having to put energy or compete.
Yeah.
Like, I'm normally, I'm funny like when we're talking and chilling, but for a while people would meet me in person and they'd be like, oh, you're chill, because they thought I would be like
off the walls,
like trying to just be like cracking jokes all the time.
Right.
That's not my vibe at all,
Yeah.
With someone, once I'm in Australia, so look, Australia's fun and like, go have one night stands, but this girl, and there's great people out there. But at this one time at this bar, after a show, this girl came up to me. She's like, you're not funny in real life.
She said that to your face?
Yeah, and I was like, bitch! No, I was like, yeah, no, I'm chilling. I'm literally just grabbing a drink right now.
Yeah, you don't have to be on all the time.
Yeah, and
Damn, imagine. That's the craziest thing about the internet is like people think that they can tell you anything because like we're approachable, right? Like, yeah, we're on traditional TV too, but like we are on YouTube as well. And I think there's a difference. Like when people see people on YouTube, they're like, oh, they're just like me. It's YouTube. Thank you.
I got you.
Nice. And so like people think they could just tell you things. As soon as they think an idea that they gotta tell you. Like, who cares if your shit was corny? Who cares?
Right.
Like, literally, do you have to say it? Like, I don't know. If you don't fuck with something, keep it moving. Like, go find something that you do fuck with. Like, if I'm not making something you fuck with, okay, I'm making something that somebody else fucks with.
The internet got people spoiled to feel like they need to say every opinion about everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. I think people forget that everything isn't for everybody, especially on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have people who have never, let's say they've never had Korean barbecue, but they'll be like, oh, that's disgusting.
Totally.
That's disgusting, because how are you just gonna grill it on a little thing like that? You should be grilling it in the backyard like I've been doing my entire life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this is gross. Even though they've never tried it.
Totally.
Will never try it. And it's like, come on, bro. There's like other ways to live your life, man.
Oh, well, I think that's like honestly from traveling too. Like I learned so much. Like my taste has changed so differently. But like I remember, like I used to be super against a lot of things when I was living in Florida before I came out here. Really close-minded about a ton of shit.
Like
what smoking weed.
Okay.
I was just like, when I was in Florida, all I knew was like people in high school that were smoking or dealing. It was just like, oh, I don't want to be like that because of the specific personality types that these people had. But then like moving out here and seeing like all the dancers I looked up to and like using it for creative processes, and I'm like, oh shit, it's not that one thing that I was exposed to when I didn't know anything. You know, and I was so vehemently against it, and like any boyfriend that would smoke, I would just be like, we're done. Yeah. Like this is a line in the sand.
Right.
Never talk to me again. And it's like, oh shit, I was just like uncultured in so many ways, you know? Like it's just so wild that like we think we think everything that we're exposed to in the beginning is end all be all, and that's just so untrue.
And that's why, man, like, I think, you know, people should really invest in traveling a little bit, you know, because I think not only is it just fun and dope, but you learn so much, not only about other cultures, but like about yourself too.
Totally.
And you know, and that's really like what you know, it's like the perfect way to the other food's here.
The other food? Is this my birthday?
Not the originals. Thank you.
Hello.
These guys who are supposed to bring me the food.
Are we gonna have that too?
There's probably some Wagyu in here, so yeah.
You're the first person I had Wagyu with.
I know that.
Well, that's a different type of Wagyu, right? That's
Let's
like
talk
this
about
steak. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so the people I had the miscommunication with just dropped off all the food. Shout out to iWagyu LA for hooking us up. We got all types. Oh, we got the Australian Wagyu.
Ooh,
God,
very apropos.
Karubi. We got some marinated boneless short rib slit. Let's get it. So yeah, I was saying, you know, traveling.
Should we change this?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I got it. Let me do something.
Okay.
Damn, that's tight.
Oh,
yeah. Nice. Wow, I need to get myself one of these.
Oh yeah, you can get one of those. Go to follow iWagyu on
they gave you
Instagram.
that too?
They gave me the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! You should just become like a KoreanBBQ channel.
Dude, I think people would love that actually.
Yeah, and you just have me as like a recurring guy.
But I would just feel so cheap as a content creator. I like to be creative. You know what I'm saying?
I'm over it.
I know these get views, but I want to be creative again.
You are creative. You rap. You do a ton of shit.
Yeah, you right.
You right. That's the thing. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like creatively robbed sometimes because like what does get views on YouTube is not like what I want to create.
Exactly.
It's not like I want to like redo houses. That's like that can't work. I can't shoot that by myself either.
Right.
You know, like I gotta get a camera crew and do this whole thing and like pitch HGTV and Netflix and all these people. But like that, and it also wouldn't do well on YouTube.
I know.
That's the craziest thing. But like, well, how do you feel about like being in the game for so long? You kind of had to like keep changing your content.
Yeah, I know. I mean, being on it for so long. First of all, let me just say, last time people were on my head in the comments about
on my head?
Yeah.
What is that?
That means like they
Who says that?
It's a slang phrase. Like, hey man, why you on my head about this?
Oh, in my head?
On my head. Not in my head, on my head. Like, bro, like you on my head.
Okay, I'm learning.
It's slang vernacular.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was dad stuff.
No. This is regular vernacular. They were on my head about overcooking Wagyu when I did this with Kev on stage. But Kev specifically said in that video that he doesn't do a medium rare with his beef, so I was trying to be courteous of him.
Yeah.
But this right here, I will not overcook this, guys.
This right here, well, also, yeah, because I like my shit bloody.
Girl, same.
Oh, we gotta get that little sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get the sauce.
Okay.
This one.
It's like you really gotta be able to roll with the punches and evolve. Roll with the punches means like... It's like when things are changing.
I never knew idioms. Like truly, that's my biggest downfall is I don't know idioms.
And then I'm mixing the slang in there with it.
Yeah. So. I'm just a little Filipino girl. I don't know everything.
Okay, I thought this was straight. You don't want to overcook this, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, you gotta roll with the punches if you want to keep it going online, especially. And luckily for me, I felt like I never committed to any actual like theme of content, so it was kind of easy for me to switch it up, right?
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, I mean, one time there was a point where I thought maybe me not having any type of like consistency is hindering my growth. Cause like somebody made the analogy, or I saw it in a video where they're like, yo, when you go to your like cabinet every morning, you go because you know what you're gonna get. You open it up and you're getting your cereal that you know you're gonna get, and this is why you go to your cabinet, right? And they were
that's a good analogy.
they were using that as like a metaphor for like YouTube, right? This is someone's more likely to subscribe if they know they're gonna get this every week.
Yeah.
And for someone like me, who I'm throwing up a music video, I'm throwing up a sketch, I'm throwing up a Dear Dad Like Ghetto, it's kind of like, oh, this dude's all over the place.
It's a thrift store, but that's also what I was doing too.
Right.
Like, don't put me in I remember when they were like, you should do one thing and only that. And then so I started only doing cooking videos, and then I fucking hated shooting those.
Right.
Because I felt like I was putting myself in a box, and like, you and I both do so many different things because we have so many different like ideas and passions.
Yes.
That how are you gonna do one thing?
I agree.
So what did you do when they said the cabinet thing?
I just kept doing my shit because, like, at the end of the day, what I loved about YouTube is the fact that I can do what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, man, luckily for me, whether it was a sketch, whether it was Dear Day Like Ghetto, whether it was even like my lyrics, I feel like they all have an underlying theme of my personality and my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like even when I would,
Right.
when I would put up a sketch that I didn't write, that someone else wrote for me, they would be like, oh, Tim didn't write this.
Yeah.
And because I have such a specific, weird sense of humor, you know? How's that?
Oh, it was a little cold.
A little cold? God, fuck. It was frozen.
It was because all the comments got on your head.
They got in my
They got on your
They
head.
got in my head.
And now they're cold.
Okay, let's throw this back on there.
But amazing.
Frozen, but amazing. Like a Hot Pocket when you're really hungry. I also was your first Wagyu experience.
Hell yeah, man. That was the best day of my life. Culinary wise. Like, I remember we went to STK. And I was wearing a little belt. And I actually I either took it off or it broke.
Okay.
I think it actually broke. Like as soon as I put the Wagyu on, I was like, pop! Like don't have that belt anymore. But it was so good. And every time I try to get Wagyu now, every time I'm like traveling, it's never the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I
don't think I know how to order it.
What's your name? Medium rare, that's it.
No, like A5 is different than like Japanese Wagyu.
I think that day we might have did the A5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
I mean, that shit right there is different. Yeah.
That's very different.
It's different, but it's like, do I feel like spending $300 on a steak today?
Yeah. Normally it's no.
That day, I forget. I low-key felt like, okay, now let's try this. I'll try it first.
This is amazing. Yeah, it's good.
This was like, I felt like a special occasion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because we had gone.
We'd had steaks before, and you were like, I'm gonna introduce you to a different level of meat.
Yes.
And I was like, okay.
And you know, it's touch and go sometimes with the Wagyu, because like people who are like Rick, for example, who's a very
I love Rick.
textury person.
Yeah.
If something like he doesn't.
Oh, because it's so like buttery.
Yeah, buttery and soft. It almost feels like fat. You feel me? Fire? Let's get it.
It does feel like that. Oh my god. I'm gonna send a letter to these people. What's the name again?
I Wagyu.
Oh my, I love you.
I'll probably send you one of these if you want.
Yes, I do. It's really good. The tenderness. What's a food that you could eat for the rest of your life? And like, you gotta really think about this, because it's like you have to eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, all snacks. You can eat it in any different way.
Okay.
So think of like foods that you can eat a lot of, like potatoes. They could be like hash browns, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes.
Oh, so I can do that?
Yes, you can cook them in different ways, but it has to be the same like item. Like eggs are a good one.
If I pick eggs, does that mean chicken too? Because chicken is a grown-up egg.
No. Creative, but no.
To be honest, so I love steak, right? If I chose steak, that means I could have burgers?
You can have anything from a cow.
Well, damn.
So you just only eat cow.
Not gonna lie, I think if that was my only option, I think I'd go for chicken.
Yeah.
Because
chicken katsu, fried chicken.
Yeah, fried chicken, even like, you know, you could have like a little chicken broth, chicken soup.
Yeah. That's smart.
Baked chicken. All types of chicken wings.
It's like the Bubba Gum for chicken.
Like, I love steak so much, but I feel like I'd get a little sick of it, you know?
Totally.
And plus, my cholesterol's a little high, so gotta chill with that.
Hell yeah.
Doctor's always like, maybe less red meat, a little less alcohol. I'm like, ugh.
Really? I can't drink anymore.
What do you mean?
How crazy is that? Literally, right when I turned 30 and got vaccinated, so culprit is out of like who it is, or jury is out on the culprit, but like I don't know why I can't have more than one glass of wine, and I'm not fine.
Oh, you mean you can't drink because you're just
I'm
drunk?
just like, yeah, I'm not drunk, I'm so hungover. But I don't get drunk, so I'm like, okay, the return on investment isn't here.
What?
Yeah, dude. The other day I asked to split a glass of wine with someone that I was eating dinner with. He was like, oh, I thought you wanted to like split a bottle. And I'm like, nah, I need to split a glass.
What?
Yeah.
But we used to like turn up.
I was like 22 though. I'm old now.
Wait, you were like, what was that word you just said?
22, and then I'm old now. Sorry.
I was like, yeah.
My face was full of meat.
You was like, you know, I think one time we had a little game night. You like made little like cocktails.
That sounds like me.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I know. It's a really sad time.
Let me know. You want the marinated boneless short rib?
Oh my god.
Or the diced beef, or the
Okay.
karubi. Oh, look how marbled that.
What
karubi
is karubi?
I have no idea.
Let's eat it.
Yeah.
Damn, this is so good.
It's looking marinated and it's looking marbled.
Dude, I got a couch this morning
Yeah.
for $30.
From like, this was like a someone died on it, or?
Died on it.
died on its head.
On its head. No, I don't know what was happening. They sold it to me for $30 on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
I think they're just moving.
Oh, okay.
But like $30?
That's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not haunted?
No.
See, I want y'all to check out the marbling on that.
Yeah.
Fire. I'm sorry I didn't
Yes.
give you close-ups for other shit before, but here you go. Oh.
Closer. They want closer.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Wowzers. So you have a $30 couch.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that more.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. I forgot that I was supposed to do that. Oh.
I'm like, if I was watching, I would want like
Yeah.
a screensaver.
We've literally just been putting shit in our mouths, not showing them shit. But yes, $30 couch, and you're not worried about it being haunted.
No. We'll see.
Not gonna lie, when I was, like house shopping, whenever I saw a house, I'm like, oh, this is a good deal. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
someone got murdered
No,
here.
of course. When it's a house, someone has died. Easily.
Not gonna lie, when I first moved in here, like, because this is a flipped house, right?
Okay.
So of course in the back of your mind, it's like, I wonder if anyone ever died here, right?
I wonder what it looked like before.
Very old.
Do you have photos?
It just looks like the houses that are, around here.
I see. Right. Okay.
And there was one time where I started just kind of existing here before there was any furniture, right?
Okay.
And there was a panel that was loose, and I couldn't remember if it was like that before or not. And I'm like, man, if there's someone living in the walls and this shit,
Oh my god.
it's like I would be asleep. And you know how houses make their noises. You gotta get used to the house noises,
Yes.
right? So I'm like, at this point, I'm just on a mattress, just trying to get used to this area, and I'm like, was somebody crawling around in my walls, man?
Damn, like what if?
What if?
What would you do? If like one day they thought you weren't here and they came down to eat something?
Oh my god.
Like would you be equipped? Do you think?
Like take my dick out?
What? Why is that the default?
That's whenever.
This is the weirdest standoff. The guy is like,
I think that's the best plan of action. If you went into a stranger in your house, just take your dick out. And the guy's like, yo! I didn't sign up for this.
What if he does the same thing? You guys just like an old western. Just
Oh
like,
my god. I'm
just
like,
dicks
it's close-ups.
wah, wah, wah.
Oh my god.
Damn, dude, that'd be so fucked.
Damn, okay, see now you make me want to write a sketch about this now.
Do it!
It's like confused.
It's just
The
that.
first reaction, the first instinct for like confusion or like feeling threatened is to just take your dick out.
Yeah, you're always loaded.
Oh wow, yeah. See, it's the way you ask things. It makes me think of like my dick immediately. Are you equipped? It's always loaded.
Why equipped?
Because look, I think maybe okay. Check this out. Here's what happens.
Let's take a dive into your brain.
It's going deep. It's about to get deeper than it should have went right now.
Okay.
Also, a dick joke.
We get it. As always.
For me, growing up, I was never a handyman.
Okay.
I was never a sport dude. So, when you think of equipment, initially, what makes the most sense is are you equipped? Do you have the proper tools?
Sure.
Or sports equipment? You feel me?
Yeah.
But I was not a sports dude. I was not a builder guy. So, for me, and not every.
So I had a dick.
Dude, this is where we get a little psychoanalytical with it, right?
Okay.
I made a joke one time in a casual conversation where I was like, yeah, ha ha ha, maybe I'm so obsessed with like hooking up with girls and sex because like to make up for the fact that I didn't grow up like a manly man.
Sure.
And like to make up for that insecurity, I did something that was also manly in my head, which was get girls.
Got it.
So when you ask me if I'm fully equipped, I'm like, it's not sports, not tools, it's talking about my dick.
I love it. I love this was like a little like magic school bus into your brain.
Just shrink down, go through my urethra.
Oh my god. If you could magic school bus yourself into anything,
Yeah.
where would you go? Like I think I would go into a DNA strand.
Okay.
Because it would be like a roller coaster, but then I could like see what makes someone who they are.
So, okay, along the same lines, right? If this was a Magic School Bus actual episode, so it's kind of like, it's not too realistic, right?
Right.
So you know me, I really like dreams and shit like that. I
Yeah.
feel like if I could somehow go into a subconscious and explore
yes.
what's happening.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Dude, I love dreams.
Yeah.
So much.
That's my shit.
I wish that like we could figure out a way. Okay, this is like if anyone could develop this, I invest.
Record your dreams and watch them in the morning.
That would be great.
But not what you were gonna say.
Not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like a little incubator place. You know how they have like sensory deprivation chambers or like even like escape rooms, rage rooms, like a place that you go to do a specific thing.
Okay.
So what if like you had a bunch of pods and you could connect with other people in the dream so you guys can dream together?
Yo.
That would be amazing. And I know you could probably do it if you can both like lucid dream.
Yeah.
But that's hard.
It is hard. I mean, I've done it a few times and I still struggle, you know?
It's not easy.
I had a dream expert on the podcast and she was saying that like she was so connected to that shit as a child. Her and her sister would like meet up in each other's dreams.
That's so sick.
Ah, man, I love
Dude,
it.
the feeling of dreams, like you living in your dream world, is so much better than real life.
Right.
That I'm upset about it.
Have you lucid dreamed yet?
Yes, but
yeah.
not in years.
Yes, it's been so long for me too, man.
Yeah, because I used to try to do it all the
These
time.
are probably all good.
Okay, tight. I used to try to do it all the time, but then one time, if you do it wrong, it's so awful. You get like sleep paralysis.
Really?
It's really scary.
Oh, because you're like, am I awake? Am I asleep? I can't move.
It's just so awful. So I remember I was traveling for the show and we were in Japan, and they have like carts that have I don't know, like little hooks to put your stuff on. I have a photo in my phone somewhere, but like I had my luggage cart in the window, and there's like 2 twin beds or something like that.
Okay.
And so I was sleeping on the one furthest away from the window, and so I was trying to lucid dream, and then I wake up and I can't move.
Oh God.
But then the way that the cart was facing looked like it was like a little woman like this, like over me, but like completely frozen, and I was just like screaming but couldn't move at all. The most frightening thing thing in the world. And then when I finally came to, I looked closer because all I could see was the silhouette. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die right now. But it was just the luggage cart. And it was like, if I didn't try a lucid dream and I didn't fail, then I wouldn't be fearing for my life in a foreign country.
Look, I don't doubt that maybe there was some Japanese spirit on that train haunting you.
Honestly, maybe.
Because all the scariest like movies are like from Japan, you know, and they just get like the what's that movie? The one where the girl is showering and she feels the hand.
Oh, that's not The Ring?
No, that's not
I don't
The Ring.
watch very many scary movies.
So me neither, but a lot of them are like originally Japanese movies that get remade out here.
Why do you think?
Because Japanese people, man, I don't know, it's like they're real polite and chill.
Yeah, but it's like the shadow side.
Yeah, but the behind closed doors is like, you know, where all the crazy kinky fantasies come out and all the fucked up scary stories, you know?
That's duality, man. I like that.
Yeah, I'm all about duality.
You sound like a freshman in a psychology class. I'm all about duality.
No, duality's my jam, bro. Yeah, no, existentialism is like, I'm all over that, dude.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's how people probably really are. I mean, I'm like that, but I just don't say it.
I mean, that's why I dropped out of college, you know? It's like,
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You went to college for art something, right?
Well,
It's the shit? Let's see.
Super fatty.
Wow, that feels like it's been swimming in juices for a decade.
Hell yeah. I was originally communications, because in my head I was like, I'm just here to get a degree and then give it to my parents and go be famous. Yeah. So if I had this communications degree, maybe I could, you know, finesse that into, I don't know, interning at like a radio station or MTV or some shit like that. Yeah. But then after a while I was like, bruh, this degree isn't gonna help me become a famous actor. So I might as well just get a degree that I actually like have fun doing. So then I went to art because I loved like drawing and stuff. But then going to school to get a degree for something that you love doing like casually kind of ruins your passion for it. Yeah. You know? And plus it's really fucking hard. Like I was the best drawer in my class, and then until I was around everybody who was the best artist, I'm like, wow, I suck.
Yeah, I know. You're like, I really just, I didn't calculate this one, right? Yeah, that's wild. I mean, that's what it's like moving out here when like you're the best in wherever you come from. I mean, like LA like breeds people that were like the best in their town, right? And then everybody comes here to try to be the best, and everybody's like, oh shit, this was a wake up call in so many ways.
I'm so lonely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move back to my town, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I always use Oshkosh as my I'm gonna name a random city.
Your go-to?
And then so like, but people from Oshkosh started catching on. They're like, what does Tim have against Oshkosh? Why is he always talking shit about Oshkosh?
I didn't really know there was a place. I just know Oshkosh Bagosh.
Right. But no, it's a real place.
Wow.
Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
That's fun.
A little bit. Let me turn it down.
Let me turn it down. They really know what they're doing at Wagyu.
Yeah, when they get the delivery sounds.
Keep that part in.
Oh, here's what we haven't talked about. You have a Netflix show.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I ordered something for you guys. Yeah, some breakfast.
Louise, this is so extra. Whoa, crazy. You don't need a lot of money to have a great time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow.
Right there.
I will never look at a vacation rental the same way again.
1, 2, 3.
Dream job.
Yeah, man. When I got that, like, email, I couldn't even believe it.
Right.
Like, the email of, like, casting. Yeah. Because I was up for a different show.
Oh,
like, another, like, home decor show. Because the show that I'm on is, like, travel, real estate, design, like, all together. Like, vacation rentals. And so, before that, I was up for, I don't know, maybe like a Quibi show or something, and then something else for, I think, HGTV. But like, I didn't get either of those shows, and so I was like, okay, damn, like, the girl's not gonna be making it anytime soon. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, yeah, you're not right for this project, or like, we didn't do this project, but we have this Netflix call. And I was like, whoa, this is like the big dogs now. And so went through like a couple auditioning processes with it, and then I remember like doing a chemistry test.
I was just gonna ask, did you have to do a chemistry test?
Yeah, and that's where like we were paired with like different people, and then
so a chemistry test is where
yes,
if you're on a show with different people, they'll shoot a little bit to make sure you guys just get along naturally, have chemistry.
yeah, and you like look good on camera and you're not awkward.
Right.
And so we kept on being paired with different people because initially they only wanted 2 hosts.
Okay.
And so I ended up like being really close with another girl, Joanna, and then the director saw it and was like, oh, let's just try all 3 of you. And then it was just like, oh, this is it. Like, they were like, we found what we've been looking for. But we didn't know what the show was. The whole, like, I didn't know the cadence of the show. We were just like trying to go for it. And what I've learned is like season 1 shows kind of like, you can have a plan, but they kind of like shape themselves.
Play by ear, pretty much, yeah.
Like you have a
that
format.
means you are figuring it out as you go.
Thank you so much. You know what's so crazy? I was never gonna talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Oh my god. So, the craziest thing is like I don't really realize the reach that Netflix has.
Okay.
Like I know that it's a huge platform, right? Like obviously.
I mean, yeah.
But like until you're on it, I don't think you understand like what that means. So like the other day I went to the doctor because I was having like some lady problems, and I went up to the pharmacist to get my medication, and the dude was like literally like such an embarrassing problem. And like I went up to the pharmacist and he was like, I just started your show, like I love the Bali episode, and I'm like, oh my god, you know everything about my hoo-ha. And then like
he's like, did this happen in Bali? Did you be in the water for too long in Bali, or
like trying to figure out why. Oh my god. And then like today I was getting this couch for $30.
Yeah.
And then I was taking all the cat hair off of it. I had like 2 chopsticks getting inside, like all the hair inside. And then like some dude was behind me and like standing there for quite some time. And I was like, oh, I'm blocking the sidewalk. And I finally get up and he was like, I just want to say like I love your show. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Like I could be doing anything, and now people know.
And the guy's like, I talked to my buddy at the pharmacy, and here's the thing: don't sit on this cushion. It's not gonna be good for your situation.
Oh my god, everyone knows everything about me now.
Well, that's lit.
I know. It's cool though, man. I think like the cool thing about it is, I mean, like, one, dream job for sure.
Yeah.
But like the thing about the show is like it's travel, real estate, and home. But
what's the show if they don't know?
The show is called The World's Most Amazing Vacation Rentals, and it's 3 people, and we go to see the world in different ways, like budget, unique, and luxury. We show you how you can stay anywhere and like what the world has to offer, which is, spoiler, a lot.
It's popping.
The world popping.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I didn't get to design on the show. Like, I'm the design girl, and so it's like, I love it, and I get to talk about it here and there, but, like, I want to build shit! You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that, like, in the future, however long it takes, like, get my own show of, like, flipping houses or, like, upcycling something.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Or doing, like, themed Airbnbs or something like that.
It was funny because, you know, it was, like, pandemic time when y'all were shooting, and I remember you were, like, traveling so much, and I think I like DM'd you, and I was like, what are you shooting?
Yeah.
I was like, you're working on something,
yeah.
And it's probably lit because like I just saw you traveling all the time. I'm like, oh, she's shooting something tight, and you told me it was like, oh, Netflix. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy because, you know, Netflix, even saying you're on a Netflix show is just does something different in people's minds now, you know, because like, you know, I'm on this MTV show, right? And it's like, and it's a great time, right? Like the deliciousness. If you guys, it's on Hulu. If you guys want to check it out, all the seasons are now on Hulu.
Nice.
But it's like, I feel like no one really, unless it's on a streaming service, because when it was just on MTV, I wasn't getting too much like feedback about it, right? And then, but now that it's like that MTV is on Hulu and people can actually watch it, I mean, more people like tagging me.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm on this fucking MTV show, but I feel like no one really gives a shit.
Right.
But it's like, if it was on Netflix, it's like, oh, everybody has Netflix.
Totally.
You know? Even people that don't have, you know, people don't have basic cable, but they'll have Netflix.
I don't have cable.
Yeah, I literally only have cable because I have Hulu.
Oh, I was like, oh, because of the baby.
No.
There's channels for that.
The baby does like TV, though.
Who doesn't?
And apparently you're not supposed to really let your baby watch too much TV because, you know, like any type of passive entertainment, I guess I was reading that it can cause them to like makes attention spans shorter or something like that.
That would make sense.
But I'm like, at first I was like, all right, let's not. But then sometimes you just need to cook some dinner and
Totally.
just leave the baby, let the baby watch, you know, the Playboy channel or whatever. No, I'm kidding.
Your old videos.
My whole video, right? But like, and then I thought about it. I'm like, man, I was definitely a TV baby.
Yeah.
My attention span was definitely, you know, I have problems reading a whole ass book sometimes.
Totally.
But I turned out great.
And sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it's a bad book. Let's be honest.
Sometimes it's a bad book. You know what I learned about myself?
Yeah, I would love to know.
So when I was in school, whenever I had to read at home, and like partly my fault because I would get real comfortable and shit, but I'd have to read the same page like 10 times because I would always like nod off, or like I would, you know, like just I couldn't focus, right?
Same.
So I went to the eye doctor one day to get a regular eye check, and she looked at me and she was like, do you have problems like do you fall asleep when you read? And I was like, what?
She's a psychic.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the eyes. She's
like, here's my business.
She was holding my hand the whole time. No, she's like, yeah, your eye has something. Your eyes do something where it makes reading. It's gonna make you fall asleep.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. And this whole time I thought like I was just like I couldn't pay attention to shit, but I guess it was an eye thing.
So what did she give you?
Oh, nothing.
She's like, good luck. It's gonna suck for you.
I to be honest, I forgot what happened after that.
Because I fell asleep.
Yeah, I was just like, I woke up in my bed. It was all a dream. None of it's real.
That's so funny. Damn.
But yeah,
But,
that's what I learned about myself. How are you feeling? Are you still hungry?
No, I am like, I feel so good right now.
Are you content?
Yeah.
Good.
And it's been a long time since I've been content.
How sad.
Very. Who knew? I just needed good conversation with a friend and some meat.
You hear that, kids? You can travel the world, go to the most amazing places, and still be unhappy. All you need is a quality meal with your good friend.
That's so funny.
Well, thanks for joining me.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm glad we could eat and catch up.
This is a delight.
It was such a delight.
Truly.
Now, girl, I miss you.
I feel invigorated.
Good. I'm like so happy.
Me too.
I feel like, look, the energy is always great when you and me are just chopping it up.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Bouncing things off of each other.
Yeah.
You know, and when I do these now, it's like, literally now, I'll just think of who do I want to catch up with?
Yeah.
You know, because I think not only is it gives me an excuse in these crazy times to actually interact and grow up with somebody.
Yeah.
But also, I think it makes for the best conversations.
Totally.
You know, so.
Yeah, I would want to watch this if I wasn't us. Is that a weird thing to say?
Yeah, this is...
Well, but the thing is, as a creator, you kind of have to think that way to see, like, am I making any content that's worth watching? Like,
would I watch this?
Yeah, the best advice I ever got, like, about writing a book was write the book you want to read. Mm-hmm. And so I took that and did that and applied it to everything I do. What I want is this, make the merch you would want to wear, make the show you would want to watch, write the thing that you would want to read. And so every time I'm filming or doing a podcast or anything, it's like, well, would I want to do, like, be involved in this? And I think yes.
Dude, that's such a better way of thinking than, because for the longest time, I think it's easy to get caught in the trap of, are they going to like this?
Totally.
You know?
Totally.
And I often, struggle with, I got shit that I like, but I feel like it's too weird to make for other people.
Other people are weird too, though.
And that's what I gotta keep reminding myself of.
Yeah.
But at this point, I feel like people that have been watching me for so long, I know we're all weird.
Yeah, but they're like, we get you're weird too.
Y'all fuck with me for me, and I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hey, make sure y'all follow Megan Batoon on everything. Watch her new show on Netflix. It's super. It's like, first of all, it's beautiful.
It is a very pretty show.
And it's fun, and it's dope to actually see you on my Netflix screen.
That's
It makes me so happy.
That's cool.
Hey, my baby's crying.
So let's go save the baby.
Let's go save the baby, and I love you, man. I love you. It's so nice to see you.
Thank you for the free food.
You're welcome. Anytime.
You're like, I'll bill you off camera.
Yeah. I'll send you the Venmo. And,
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. King shit.